Hello, everyone. Let's see if people come back. I'm sorry I had to go. I had to attend the meeting. And even though it was a short, but it's created the interruption. So let's see if people are still around. Maybe I can add another one. Hello, everyone. So I can see there are 5 people. So can you hear me? Yes, I am back. Sorry, I had to go at that time. Okay, so what we were talking? We were talking about investing in QQQ versus investing in some other ETF. Yeah, so one of the reason I like QQQ is QQQ has much better liquidity. But if you are not, and plus it has much better um, options, right? That's the one reason I. Walaikum assalam, Farooq bhai. And good to see you, Usman bhai. Thank you so much. And one of the best thing about the QQQ is the liquidity. And plus, it's 100 best stocks. You don't have to do anything. You just pick the QQQ, just keep investing $10 a day, $20 a day, whatever. Invest daily basis if you can, okay? If you can invest daily basis. Daily, 4 p.m. or 2 p.m., whatever the time you, some app allow you to fix the time or some on close and open. So on close, always invest on close, not on open. Market always open. Majority of the time, market opens on a high and close on the bottom. And if you cannot buy on a every day, then buy on a Friday. And if you buy on Friday, always buy on 3 p.m. Okay, if you can. And that's the lowest time. Between 2 to 3 p.m. Friday is the best time to buy any stock, and especially QQQ. So, how to open a broker account? I don't know if Wells Fargo allow brokers account. TD allows. There are many other which allows. So you should be able to do. If you have an American account, you can open in Interactive Broker also, because it's just a matter of transferring the fund. Interactive Broker is better. I'm not sure. I guess it's a partial question. Walaikum salam. So if you don't have much funds, then invest in education so you can make more money. Once you have more money, invest in real estate, because investing in education can only do so much. Investing in real estate is an asset class. It will give you, yesterday I made a video about assetless lifestyle, right? This is the new new babies in the world. They want to live life without assets. They're going to have a very hard time down the road once they are old. Buy assets, because that's the only thing can help you in your rainy days and old age when you cannot earn money. 11:45. Sorry. Actually, 10 p.m. was Dubai time. I was online 10 p.m. I'm sorry, I had to go. I was working. That's why I don't like to schedule any lives. And whenever I can come online, I do it because, my life is very hectic. I have a lot of meetings, emergencies. Running a startup is not easy. It's like having a newborn baby, right? You never know when he needs water or she needs water or she needs something else. So all that's why it's a little bit hectic. Two reason I personally, I learned one thing. If you simplify your life, you will better off in long run. So instead of going here and there, I used to look for the best stocks and this and that, and I just said nothing else. I'm just going to invest to ETF, KW, and QQQ. I have a couple of other just for day trading or positional training. I do it, but I do it for that one just to make a little bit of money, fun, whatever you want to call it. But long term, you are far better off just buying QQQ and don't look at one way or another, and just reinvest the dividend and just keep. QQQ is never going to be zero. Okay, 100 best companies in the world, the tech companies, never going to be zero. Okay, just keep investing in QQQ and just forget about anything else. And especially if you have a small amount of money, just $1, $10, whatever, you can invest even $100. Trust me, in 30, 40, 50 years, you will have a ton of money if you keep investing. Thank you so much, Mera Bhai. I love when people from Kabul and India and Bangladesh and other people send me a message. I really appreciate. Thank you for joining every day. So ideal scenario, Khalik, is work make your business like a car engine, right? It should have three major components. It needs to have marketing, it needs to have a sales, and of course it need to have product development or manufacturing, whatever, right? These are the three major areas which you need to look at, whether you have enough product which you can sell, or you have the products which people are willing to buy. If you don't have a product, or you don't have good product, or you don't have enough product, then there's nothing to sell. Then marketing plays a very major role in terms of, it's like a three circles, right? Olympics used to have like a 5 circles. So consider there are 5 areas. I made a video. I think I will make another video. So just look at the good products. You have to have a variety of good product which you can sell. Look at your marketing working, because you should have more demand than you can produce the product. If there is a more demand in the market than you can produce the product, it means you are doing absolutely fantastic. Okay. So the next thing is sales. You need to make sure you can sell quickly and also recover the money. Once you figured out this triangle, right? For product, marketing, and sales, everything else is just icing on the cake. Your accounting, your compliance, your rest of everything, management, that's everything. So then once you figure out this triangle, 3 legs stool, you just need to make sure you increase the marketing first, so you have more demand. Once you have more demand, you can produce more product, and once you produce more product, you can sell more product, and then that's it. Just keep going in a circle. New York Standard Time, New York stock market. QQQ is the NASDAQ stock ETF, right? So it's listed on NASDAQ. So the only timing matter is New York time. 2 to 3 p.m. is the best time to buy, but if you can't buy 2 to 3 p.m., you can buy at the close. Today is a Friday, so it's a free day. Ask anything. Thank you, Iram. Lifeology. Is it a new subject or you are introducing something in the market? Huh? Good to see you. Thank you for being a good fan. Even $5, it doesn't matter. You have $5, keep investing $5. Okay. All these bullshitters who tell you like you have to have a lot of money to invest are really bullshitters. You just nowadays there is no cost to buy. Okay, it's a free Robinhood. Any platform is free of cost. So just keep investing little by little, whatever you can spare, $10, $5, $100, $200, even $1. Just buy it. Well, you have to learn SWOT, right? SWOT analysis. In that, you can do the comparative analysis as well. Any particular tip? Be objective. Most people wants to see what they want to see. 90% people are not objective in the world. Okay, so just always ask yourself. Ask yourself a question. Are you really an objective human being? And if you're not objective, you're not going to look at things, comparative analysis or anything objectively. Most people just can't look at things objectively. Well, China, if going to become a superpower, which is very likely they will, even when America will remains the superpower, China will be the second superpower in the world. There will be a unipolar world. It's not going to be a single country who's going to dominate. Chinese company will do very well. They are 1.4 billion people, and plus they are also keep introducing things to the outside world. First, they have 1/7. My math is bad. Friday evening, they have very large, right? So there is 8 billion people, and they have 1.4 billion people. So they have a very, very large population to serve. So even if they don't have a good relationship with the West, they will still have a large consumer base. Now, Chinese stock market is not priced fairly for Western reasons, right? West doesn't want them to get the benefit. Second, of course, there is not the same level of capitalism. There is not the same level of due diligence. There is not the same. There turn out to be many frauds and other things. I don't like individual any stock. I know there are few stock which are below the where it should be. Alibaba is one of them. VIPS, VIPS was another one. There are a ton of them, okay, which is not fairly priced right now in the market. But I don't like to buy single stocks because there is too much thing you have to care. Like even you could have bought Apple, and the day Steve Jobs dies, I think there was a few percentage down, right? You can, if you are on a margin or something, you can wipe out. So I don't like individual stocks. You buy KWAB, I trade KWAB, and I think KWAB, you can never go wrong. You can buy whenever it's below or close to 25. You can sell it when it's go to 24, 35. You can make quick bucks, okay? And then you can move that money into a long-term investment. And so I do short-term. I know because KWAB, American, whatever the situation right now is, they're not going to let the KWAB to go up, which is Alibaba and top 10 Chinese companies. And so you can really do a trading in the position trade, right? You can do seasonality trading. You can buy when it's really blood in the market, KWAB, and sell it when it goes up. And then you take that proceed and put it for long-term investment and just runs and repeat, right? That's what I do. But it depends. Chinese companies are under many things. The situation with the world, the America versus China situation, and that has played a very major role. There is called REIT, REIT, right? REIT, Real Estate Investment Trust. You can invest in REIT, but it's not profitable. If you have to invest in real estate, invest in real estate using um, real estate. Really invest in real estate. REIT has not been able to produce enough return. Many REITs are just, goes up, goes down. You are better off investing. If you want to use any electronic investment vehicle, then you are better off buying QQQ instead of buying REITs. What's the best way to become successful businessman? Depends what sort of business are you going to do. Each business requires very different level of skill, right? So if somebody wants to open a restaurant, they have to be very good at certain thing. If you want to open an airline, you have to be a very different type of. So there is a core element you need to know, whether how to check financial statements, how to do comparative analysis. You need to know marketing, sales, management. You need to know a lot of areas. And then on top of that, you need to know that industry where you are, what it's required, their operation, their sensitivities, how to be better, best, or whatever. So you need generic skills, then you need soft skills, then you need really domain specific skills. So I need to know what sort of business you want to be and what you are planning to do in long run. But one thing, if you are very mindful and people analytical person and you can deal with the people, then you could be a very good businessman. Dianish, thank you so much. I am trying my best. The best thing I can do is change the people mind who are willing to change and they have the capacity to change, right? That's what I'm trying to do, to change the people I can easily change, right? You cannot do anything alone. You need to have your soldiers, right? You need to have your journals. You need to have the people who can echo your sentiments. You need to have support system. So anytime you come up with some idea in the world, you need to have some people who are on a support system. Alone you're not going to, alone me cannot change anything. So I need to convert certain people to believe that that's possible. It's possible to become rich, it's possible to have a better life, it's possible to change your luck, whatever the people, it's possible to have a reasonable lifestyle, right? It's possible not to hate, it's possible to live a very mindful life. So once I have like 100 people who I can really believe that they are really doing everything in their life to become prosper, they are focused, they are, then I will have a social proof. Okay, this person worked with Manavar and he was able to change his life. Once people have a social proof, then people will be convinced they can change. Now, unfortunately, I tried, but unfortunately, very large number of people have very outdated belief system, and that's not their fault actually. I understand they've been taught from a childhood something, and they believed it. You know, Christian teach their kids this fairy tale stories about Santa Claus. People, the kids still believe it until 16, 17, but eventually they get over it. But the problem with our generation and the people in subcontinent is they never change. They always have this belief that they somehow their ideas are true. So it's very hard to work with those people who doesn't want to change everything they believe that there is from certain part of the world. So let's see. So I don't know what is your real name, and I don't know. Am I a good businessman? I don't know. People have to decide who works with me, or you know. I think personally, you no need any other ETF other than these two. Use KWeb for short-term investment, get in, get out. Use QQQ for long-term investment. Just keep buying QQQ, forget about the price and everything, and keep buying short-term KWeb, buy KWeb, get out, get in, move the money to yeah, I know Simply Wall Street app and all that, but why do I need it? I don't want to buy individual stock. I know a stock analysis. I've been doing from years. Okay, on my uh, you know on my computer, I have a ton of subscription. I used to have a lot of access to the data, but I don't want to do. I'm too tired. I'm not as young as I used to be. I have so many other things to do in life. So I learned one thing in life, okay? You make the best out of life and you simplify life, okay? If you keep running and chasing and doing 50 million things, you're not going to have a good life. I told you guys, when I go to buy socks, I buy 36 socks at the same time. It's all a gray color or black color. It doesn't matter which sock goes to which one, they all combine, right? It always look good. I don't have to spend the time trying to figure out. All my shirts are blue, right? It doesn't matter. Every single day I am in a blue shirt, maybe sometime in a white. That's about it. Two things: simplify your life. Learn how to simplify your life. If you keep chasing, you're never going to beat market. Never going to beat Warren Buffett. You're never going to beat, Jim Simon. It's just not possible. They have far more information than we have. Just depend on them. Just buy something. You're never gonna beat QQQ by doing your own analysis and investment. In very rare cases, yes. If you're not very top student in a high school, you were not top student in FSC. If you were not the top gold medalist in your bachelor degree or master degree, you are not going to be the top investor either. Very unlikely you could. There are exceptions to every rule in life, but focus on simplifying life. Set it and forget it. That should be your lifestyle. Set it, forget it. That's the way it should work. Okay, simplify, simplify. Just find something. When somebody tells you something, understand it. If you understand, if you believe that person is right, verify with one or two things, verify the data, and then just keep doing that thing. My focus has been always, if I can look things the way they are, right? Not with the bias lens. And I'm a data driven person. I look at the data. I try to look as much as data possible. And I strategize based on data. I analyze based on data. I look at I'm a very data driven person. I don't believe in people. I believe in theories, conspiracies, all fairy tales. I believe in data. So I look at data with a very, very objective mindset. Okay, if I can look at data objective mindset, then I can see the matrix, I can see the trends, and whatever I want to see. And if you can look at things, you know look at the people in America, they see Russia in a very different way than you and me see. Why? Because they all been taught to hate Russia. Same thing, you've been taught to hate certain country, I've been taught to hate certain country, religions, certain things. If you can eliminate hate out of your mindset, if you eliminate biasness towards certain people, countries, data points, then you can look at the things objectively, and that should be your you know principle, and then everything else is fine. Yes, you have to look at things critically, and you have to look at the data for the sake of data. You don't have to have if you have biases, and that then you're going to look at data with the biased data points, and then it doesn't matter you are looking at data, it's the same. Thank you, Arslan. I know. Thank you so much for recommending. Walaikum assalam. SWOT analysis, yes. Khalik, that's a very good news. I mean, some people take few years, some takes few months, some take forever, but it's a good thing to be in a great place. Iram, thank you so much for always attending. I know sometimes I'm late night and you still attend, and thank you so much. Okay. I tried. I will make my own application. I just don't have time. I'm trying to do so many things. And actually, I have a good time. Um, I just I need to build a team. I don't have a team. I used to have a good team, and for whatever reason, I don't have that reason team now. So eventually, I need to build my own team first. So I'm trying very hard to find the good people. Once I have a good team, then I will try to build all these things. Yeah, you can buy QQQ. It's a ETF. You can buy. It's doable. It's just a little tricky. How do I judge? So I don't judge. I do analytical data points. Judgment. What's the difference between judgment and analytical approach? So judge is when you go to the in front of judge. Two sides tell you the story, and there are missing data points. That's why that judge, the person called judge, make a judgment call. Okay, that person makes a judgment call, trying to whether it's what's the right thing to do, right? That's why it's called judge. When you have enough analytical points, a person is keep doing stupid thing over and over and over. You know if this person is stupid. You can collect certain data points, right? One time, two time, three time. You can give a benefit or doubt. Eventually, this person is not that intelligent. It doesn't take genius to figure it out. But first, you have to improve yourself. If you are the same person, if I'm an idiot, how do I identify another idiot? So I have to improve myself. If I improve myself and I'm not an idiot, and I'm less idiot than the comparative the people I'm among, then it's easier to figure out who is the idiot and who is not, right? We all can be idiot. We all have some time our mental fuse goes off and we just do some stupid things. But there are people who do stupid thing all the time, and then there are people who do stupid thing once in a blue moon. So you have to figure it out. Intelligent people, you can find intelligent people. I work with so many intelligent people in life. When you meet intelligent people, it's a completely different game. It's a completely different conversation. It's a completely ethical, intelligent people is the greatest blessing of life. The greatest gift you can find in life is intelligent, sincere people. If you can meet them, I consider one of the blessing in life, heaven on this earth, is meeting good people, intelligent, good-hearted people. Okay, that's the best thing you can do. There are many evil genius. They are genius, but they are evil. So you don't want to be among the evil genius. Thank you. I have no idea who this person is, but whoever it is, thank you. Personal story about marketing. I don't know what you mean, what you want to know about personal story. Yeah, so many personal stories I share with you. Yeah, simplify your life. You are not a film artist that you have to show every single day the different color. Who cares if I wear a same color shirt, same color of everything? Who cares? People can believe whatever believe that I don't have money, I have only one shirt. Who cares? Does that make any difference in my life? Is it a material thing? Do I need to impress anybody? I'm not here to impress anybody on this planet. I'm not here to create a wow factor. I'm not a beauty person. I'm not like that's a girlish thing to, if they want to wear a beautiful dress or something, that's a girlish thing. Yes, it's good to be handsome and wear a decent clothes and all. As long as you're neat and clean and you're wearing a decent clothes, that's okay. You don't have to be fancy. I don't do fancy stuff. That's not who I am. It doesn't matter to me. Walaikum salam. Zahid, I hope you are well. Walaikum salam. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Yes, I know. Surrounded by idiots. I shared there are 4 type personalities. I know a lot of books, and I read a lot of books and read a lot of books all the time. But I guess you are sharing this with the another person. I guess. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. Any other thing? I guess Iram left. Who else is left? Because now it's 20. I guess it's late night, getting late. I guess people are up. You don't want to know the biggest number I lost. I lost a lot of money in life. Um, I made a lot of money. I lost a lot of money. Hedge funds is also very tricky. Um, I will run a hedge fund some point again. I I have a lot of dreams to complete yet. I have a lot of things to do. I just need to get few things done, and then I will, go back in America and do something. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, that's the best thing, Osama and other people. Share your knowledge with other people. If you know something, somebody is asking, please share. Especially in comments, when people ask other people certain questions, if you know something, please share with other people. That's the best thing you can do as a human being. It costs you nothing. If somebody is asking a decent question, please help them. Sometimes they are, silly questions. Like if I post on Facebook that the video is available on YouTube, they say, where is the link, right? You can go and search if you really worth it means something for you. But people are so lazy, and that's why they keep blaming other people, like their life is not good and all those kind of things, but they don't want to do even, I mean, how long it takes to do Google search Munawari Badla and you can find the link. But I am surprised how lazy this generation are, you know has become. I remember in 90s when I was in America, I used to walk based on, paper. I will print the map, and I will take the Houston map, draw the lines, and every time I didn't have the car, I have to walk. So I will look at the paper and then walk, look at the paper and walk. From where we have now GPS, but here idiots cannot even use the GPS properly. And then they think that there is life is unfair. Anyway, books on a Facebook, I have 300 plus books I recommended. There are hundreds of them. Every time I talk about it, everybody asks me this. So I'm not going to tell you. Go down on Facebook, just on this page, select on photos. You will find hundreds of books. Okay, and just write it down few words on those books, and you will know that I. And then more and more, if you do something, Facebook will suggest you something. If you comment on a one book, Facebook starts suggesting you, and the same thing in YouTube and other places. So if you get in the habit of instead of asking this over and over, trying to dig, I already made enough material. You actually no need to even attend another sessions. If you just go over and watch, I deleted, I think, 800 or something videos and everything. But I made enough material. Anybody with a decent amount of IQ could be a millionaire with 2 years after reading this. Okay. It took me 20 years to figure out a few things I shared with. If you guys, you know, um, and my perspective, that's the one reason I started, you know, doing this. If you can read through whatever the material I said, if you change your mind, become a little bit more objective oriented, you can go through from life, do hard work. It's impossible. Anybody cannot turn around their life and not be a millionaire, a billionaire, or whatever they want. Thank you, Arslan. Not everything available on YouTube, but there is a plenty of, I think 95 or some videos are available on YouTube. And if you start watching, there are other people who posted my things. Like I was in Garrison University, I think there is a one interview. Then there is a Karachi, some universities I was giving a lecture, there is their recordings. But if you start looking Manawari Badla, you will find a lot of things. I'm surprised that videos exist, which I was completely forgot. And so one other day I searched Manawari Badla and I saw there is some videos available. So, you can find, and once you start, if you look at Gary Vee or somebody, if they look at it, people start suggesting they have other people's, combos and whatever. So if I have like 100 real people who are, you will see that material will pop up again and again somewhere. Losses are part of life. Okay, you're gonna lose some money. Is sometime Ray Dalio lost everything when he started a hedge fund. Okay, he had to borrow the money from his father, and then he become one of the most successful human beings. So losing money one time is not a big deal, but don't do trading. Trading is not for everyone. Even I have lost a lot of money while I was doing a trading. Trading is very tricky. So start investing. Don't do trading. Start investing. You could have invested 600. You probably would have also see a little bit downtrend, but in trading, the money has gone. In investment, that money can come back. Okay. So that's why I'm saying simplify, just invest. Don't do trading. I was in Sweden. I love Sweden. This is probably Sweden is one of my favorite countries. Inshallah, I will visit Sweden soon. I haven't been able to travel much, as you know, COVID, and there was some family emergency. I couldn't travel much, but Sweden is one of my favorite places to be. Um, I wish I can live actually in Sweden. Out of all the countries I travel, I think Iceland and Sweden is probably one of the countries I wish I can live there forever. I will come to Sweden, we can meet. You will find it. Then go to Facebook Dawn on the page, and you will be able to check the pictures. You will see a lot of books recommendation there. I say certain thing in a certain context. A lot of people don't have any clue about the world. They're born in a small village or city or someplace. They lived all their life in that silly place, never been out of country, never been to Europe, never been to America. For them, everything is just in a small single, whatever the mindset they have. So certain things, when I say it beyond their comprehension, they cannot even comprehend what I'm saying. And then they draw very wrong meaning out of them. And there is nothing I can do to change their mindset. But I don't like the wrong interpretation, and I don't know. It's a very complicated. So I just deleted them. And it's a waste anyway. It's just sitting there. Nobody watches. Nobody really understands. So I don't know. It's you have to have that depth of a knowledge yourself, and you have to have depth of you know build your character. That's why I tell you, build your character. Once you build your character, once you have understanding about life, and you can think objectively, you can very easily differentiate. You can very easily tell that this person is bullshitter and this person is real, right? You can understand who is really helping you to understand. A person who is trying to make any sort of benefit out of you, their real motive is not to change you or help you to change or trying to help anybody. Their real motive is to make money. So some motivational speaker, I'm not a motivational speaker, by the way. I don't try to motivate, I demotivate you guys. Sometimes some people get pissed because I say the things they don't want to hear. So develop your character. You will know eventually. You don't have to, I don't have to name or, tell you who watched this video from start. Yes, absolutely. That's the one thing. And plus, let's build sort of an international coalition, right? When you speak a language which is common with other people, you can also get to know people from Nigeria. People, I was watching today. A lot of people, my English videos are watched in Cyprus. And some in Nigeria, right? So you can communicate across borders. You can, maybe there will not be people who are willing to listen in certain part of the world, but there are people they are willing to listen and at least implement something in Cyprus or in Nigeria, or who knows where. So having a international language has its own advantages. And then in certain language certain things are very sensitive. It's beyond my comprehension what can be done. My daily routine, well, here my daily routine is very weird in Dubai, but when I was in New York, I used to wake up 5 a.m. in the morning. I will get ready in 15 minutes. 5:15 I will leave home. 6 o'clock I will be in office. And of course, I will either get the coffee on the way or I will make the coffee in the office. Then I will work until 10 o'clock. My first, normally I will get out of from my office. My office door used to be closed. No one can come and bother me, even though and then I will get out and say hello to the people in the office. Then I will work until 2, 1:30, go down for lunch, 15, 20 minutes on the way. I will eat something in Delhi very quickly. Come back and do meetings. Mostly meetings I used to do 2 p.m. and after. Then I will do meetings until 5 or 6. And then I will work for 2, 3 hours when people leave. And then either I will go for dinner, business dinner, 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, or I will work until 10 or 11. And then 11 o'clock I will leave and go home by 12, go to sleep by 1 a.m. Then I sleep around 4 hours and then back to work. That used to be my routine. But here is very weird routine I have. I work until 2, 3, sometimes 4 a.m. I love to live dignified life. So I've been in a very tough situation when I didn't have enough funds. I've been on a very good situation when I have plenty of access to everything. I like to live the life where I have access to plenty of things and not in a desperate situation. So that keeps me motivated that I want to be live a blessed life. I want to leave a legacy for my family members, and we have a limited time on this planet. I want to make sure I do something reasonable before I'm gone. So that's it. Let's keep me motivated. I wish I can in a 1 minute. It's the only reason Pakistani real estate market is still good because there is a huge population explosion. If it wasn't, Pakistan market will be really, really in a terrible state. So stay away if you can from real estate in Pakistan. You don't have to beat Arslan anybody. Life is all about you versus you. Okay, you versus yesterday versus you today and versus tomorrow. Just make your own plan, work on at your own pace, live a wonderful, peaceful life, and eventually you will have plenty of properties, maybe even more than 33, maybe more than 333. Who knows? A guy who quit his job and work part-time and now he's a billionaire, look at the recent story. You could achieve anything in life, right? It's all about focus, simplification. Simplify your life, work hard, be ethical, go to sleep peacefully, wake up with the energy, do the best you can, take care of the loved one, and everything else will take care of itself. Don't avoid. Never, ever, ever do Forex with your own money. Okay, this is for banks. That's a terrible idea. Any digital currency platform, anything. Terrible, terrible idea. Invest in stock QQQ on a small amount every single week, every single month, whenever you can afford, rest of your life until you are retired. And that's it. Don't do anything else. It's terrible, terrible waste of money, time, life. Nowadays, you really don't need to meet anybody. Virtual meetings are very good, right? You are sitting somewhere, I'm sitting somewhere, we can talk. I know your name, Arslan, I know, Khalik name, I know Mohsen's name, I know how many people I really, right? You and me have a virtual understanding, a connection, or whatever. You really no need to meet me physically. What's you can maybe you can talk to me something personal, but if you and me talk every single day on this, and you even it's a one-way talk, if you just consume data I post, eventually you will get to know me enough, right? You know me enough, whatever you need to know about me, and that's the only thing matter. And once you become successful, eventually you will meet that human being. Okay, there are, look at Jahangir Khan, okay, the squash player. I used to admire him like 555, right? I couldn't meet if I wanted to meet 20 years ago. He was the best player in the world. I was living a poverty life 30 years ago. I couldn't have met him, right? But then, I really admire him. I work hard. I become successful. I had enough money. There was an event. They invited me there. I bought something. I got to shake hand with him. I got to meet him. We got to talk to each other. The same thing many other people, in life. Shahid Afridi, how many people met Shahid Afridi? I was able to meet him. He wasn't my hero or anything, but he's still a hero for many, many millions of people. I met a lot of people. I met Imran Khan. I met a lot of people in life. Okay, I have somewhere Imran Khan's autograph also, maybe. So I met a lot of people in life. So Hakeem Saeed Saab, one of the best person I ever met in my life. You will meet people. I used to read Jago Jagao, right? That Non-Nihal or something, whatever, that magazine. I never thought I could meet Hakim Saisar, right? One of the greatest human being, and I respect him from the bottom of my heart. And that person was the most pleasant experience to meet anyone. But if I tried to plan and meet him, I wouldn't be able to. But I did everything I could have done, and eventually I got to meet him. The same thing, keep doing the right thing in life. You will get to meet the people. I met the people I never ever thought I will meet. But that's, um, you know, I call it manufactured serendipity moments, right? You can always do something which will tell you, get you to something. Okay, focus on your near term success. Learn from successful people. You don't have to meet them. Become your success yourself. And some of the people, out of all the people you want to meet, you will meet automatically somehow. Life is very strange. It will bring a lot of opportunities for you to meet. Thank you so much. Uh, I am married to my success, and I don't need to marry. Um, and men should marry at 32, women around 28, and that's if they are successful. But losers marry when they want to marry. That's a good question. I'm not sure, but let's see what can be done about that. We will see what happens. Yeah, there is some event coming, and normally they do marketing. How do people know about UAE real estate marketing? Well, UAE agencies also do roadshow, right? These are considered roadshows. So property shows are roadshows. So this is a roadshow. UAE companies also do roadshow in Pakistan and other places like Russia, London, and other places. Um, So, plus, there is so much knowledge online. You can get to know if the people want to invest, they can figure out where to invest and when to. And these road shows are mostly influential based, right? They want to influence people to buy certain places. So they do marketing. A lot of companies are doing marketing for UAE, and same thing the other way. Thank you. Uh, Thank you so much. I never listen music, okay? I don't listen music at all. Very rare I listen music. Very rare. Maybe once one song a year, maybe two song a year, maybe one song in 3 years, 5 years. I don't listen music. I used to listen Tony Robbins. I listen more of this guy. What's his name? I forget all. I don't know why his name is not on my mind nowadays. Brian Tracy. Brian Tracy is my favorite guy. I listen to him. So you listen to my anything, that's thank you. But listen to Brian Tracy. He's amazing human being. You listen to Ray Dalio. He's amazing. And I know all mentors say, listen to me. I am the best person in the world. I know everything. I don't know much things. Okay. I know a few things, but I always recommend you listen to Brian Tracy. He's probably one of the best human being in terms of motivation and discipline, life management, storytelling, sales. You can name it. Ray Dalio, intelligent. Listen to him. You can listen my less and listen to these guys. They are brilliant, right? And you can achieve something. I will be happy if you guys achieve something. For my purpose, it's not to force my knowledge on somebody else. I am just your gateway to more knowledge. I am just here to introduce to more people who are better than I am. They're more disciplined. They're better, rich. Whatever. Right? Peter Thiel. Listen to Peter Thiel. It's amazing. He's smart as he's evil genius. I don't listen to, um music is love. Yes, the poor people have a lot of love, right? Show me, except Indians, I guess, is most people are very poor who listen, are the rappers who makes money out of selling. I think music is okay once in a blue moon, and live music is better, but yes, that would be not fair to say Jim Rohn's. Jim Rohn is the father of human development, personal development. Okay, without saying giving credit to Jim Rohn is like I listen Jim Rohn probably over and over and over and over. You know what's the good thing? I didn't even know who Jim Rohn is until I went to America. You know what's the beautiful thing? A person sitting in a Kabul knows about Jim Rohn. That makes me believe there is a hope. I believe that there will be one day that the people who really want to make money can make money. When I see that the people who knows about Jim Rohn or people who Brian Tracy, I didn't know all these people until I went to America. I had nobody in my family who can teach me anything. Okay, I learned by going through from a hard life. Okay, and the best thing you can do. One second, okay. I'm back. The best thing you can do to listen to these people, Jim Rohn, Brian Tracy, Ray Dalio. This is the universities. These people are literally universities, okay? And you're getting this free university at your home without paying anything. There are so many people. There are um, there is hundreds of other people. I just mentioned a few of them, but they are incredible human beings. Don't listen to this, Gary Vee. I mean, it's okay, whatever you want, but Gary Vee or this the people who are just cursing all the time and just making these bloody claims and everything, and these short circuit people, and those are not my favorite people. But those people who really did something remarkable in their human life, you should watch them. Okay, let's get things to cash flow, stream, wealthy management, ethics. These should be the subject should be taught since they are early age. Very important. They are no absolutely this society who promotes poverty as a nobility and novelty and all those kind of things. They are the wrong people. We should not, ever. But unfortunately, that's why I'm saying we need to change this. We need to bring this change. And if you have kids, you have siblings, help them to change this. What is my failure? I have so many failures. I cannot tell you all my failures. Okay, I have shared a lot of my failures with other people. If I look at the long term basis, I have only three failures in my life. But short term, I have a lot of failures. But I don't take failures the way people take. I try. I live on the edge. Okay, I try. If I don't try, the person who never tries anything will never fail. But I fail because I try so many things, and sometimes I fail. You know, and then I have to just say, okay, I learned some lessons out of this. What can I do? In long run, those failure doesn't matter. It only things which matter related to your family or your certain very core things. Money related failures, I don't consider them failures. I had setbacks, right? That's a challenges, but that's a different story. And I have shared a lot of them. What I learned, every lesson was different. So where certain, not to trust certain people, do more due diligence, be more uh, firm with my decisions, many things. Eliminate bad people quickly. Don't give second chance to other people. Many. I will share with you some days. So when I was young, I was very inspired from Hazrat Usman radiallahu ta'ala. And I'm still today. He's very kind-hearted person. I always believe he was very rich. He was very generous. He was very mindful, and still today is my favorite. Now, I have been very inspired from Bill Gates in many things, technology, because technology has been my. But I like all people who has done something against the odd, right? If they were successful against the odd, I like them. I have a long list of the people who inspire me to do better. It's not the one person who can ever change your life, right? You have to have a lot of people in your life who change you, shape you to become somebody. You can take inspirations. I like Bill Gates' one decision when he, instead of selling the Microsoft DOS disk operating system, he leased it to IBM. And that was the first subscription ever in the history of digital assets. And he's brilliant, right? So you can take brilliance of someone and get inspired from that and do something in your life to adopt. We'll do a separate session just on cash flow, how to create cash flow in life. Okay, so I should write it down. This idea. I so in this this is live session on YouTube. Please, can by somebody write it down that I need to make a video on this. I will forget. I have 100 things on my page. Let me write it down. How to cash flow positive. Okay, I write it down. Cash flow. I will write. Yeah, learn more. You will be. Study more. Have less friends. Pay less attention to what society says. Yeah, I am also waiting for people to become decent human beings, then I can share that. Unless I really know people, it's very hard. Okay. My rules may not be, you have to have a certain frame of mind to accept what I made that 50 rule. Unless you go through from them, you are not going to adapt or value or understand. So I shared one rule with you guys one time. I don't know if you were in that call or not. Late night, I shared a couple of reasons. So once, I wish there are 100 mini maneuver. I wish there are in 2 years. So let's talk about failures, okay? In 2 years, I couldn't convert 100 mini maneuvers. I couldn't produce 100 mini maneuvers, okay? 100. That's a failure, okay? You guys talk about failures, okay? Let's talk about this failure. I thought there is a problem in Pakistan that the people don't know how to achieve certain. If you teach them, they will be able to do hard work and convert themselves. But it's turned out to be that's not the case. This nation has gone beyond repair. Okay. So this new generation is not looking for any ideas to change themselves. Out of all the people, yes, I say raw things in there late. I couldn't find 100 people who wants to, they are so motivated to change their life. Are they willing to sacrifice or willing to put up that hard work what needs to change? So that's a failure. I couldn't find 100 people. That's why I'm trying to do international language. I'm trying to find other places where there are people who wants to be in the mini success stories of life from nothing to something. Okay. And Once I will find these people, at least 100 of them. I will share everything I learn about life. Those 50 rules should be taught to only those people who have that decency to achieve what they want to achieve. I don't want to, that's the one thing is very close to my heart. I don't want to disrespect that my constitution. Actually, I consider it my constitution of life. I don't want to disrespect my constitution of life by throwing away to the people who are not worthy of that. Islam, I try to stay private on these topics for many reasons, right? Um, I don't do much with the money I give away, family sport, and a couple of other things. So, single most important success principle: work harder than everybody around you. If you're not working 16 hours a day, you're very unlikely you're going to succeed in life. Again, success is very subjective. Second thing, think objectively. Don't buy any bullshit what story and your forefathers or parents and everybody tells you. Get out of this mindset what people have been telling you. You need to discover yourself what life is, what real, what's fabricated, what's you need to find. Unless you open up your mind and you go out of the social norms, you're not gonna enjoy the life. You're not gonna understand what success is, because your definition of success could be really different than the real success of life. Because you could be successful and still be a full-time idiot. I'm not talking as a you as a human being. As a one person could be hugely successful but completely idiot, because the principles they, right? And the last thing I would say, value your life. Your time on this planet is very limited. And if you spend every single day believing that you have a very limited time and you need to make the best out of it, you will have a lot of success in life. Just don't waste your life. Yes, we will do on this topic. We'll do. So we had a complete session on this topic. I think you should watch that. You will get some idea. Under 50, invest in real stock. Over 50, invest in real estate. But you can invest in real estate if you don't have access to American market. And if you like halal or whatever your reason, you can buy real estate. If you have plenty of money, you can buy real estate. Real estate is probably one of the best asset class in the world. I would, if you don't have much knowledge and you cannot wait for 30 years, then buy real estate. Real estate is probably one of the best asset class. No, I don't have any rules. I spend a lot of money. I waste a lot of money, and because you know if you believe you can earn more, you can spend more, and if you can really earn more, you can spend more. So I don't have many rules. I just have one rule: make more money, enough that I can do everything I want to do, take care of my family members, invest, a couple of other things, whatever needs to be done. Yes, that's probably the best rules. There is no Chaudhary pun in this new century. You learn, you are just like any other human being. Yeah, that's a good Ali. If living in Pakistan, you can adopt this. This is a great thing. This is a great start. You will get to the next level, but this is a great start. It's becoming harder and harder to find hardworking people. It used to be easy 20 years ago, but now it's becoming harder and harder because social media has done a lot of damage. These 4-hour work week gurus and those people who just happen to be lucky, they have spoiled the mindset, and this whole digital ocean and human, demanding unreasonable things and feminist movements and worker movements, and it doesn't mean that there will no need of fairness in life. It's just it's a pendulum. It swings, right? It goes from one side to another side, right? So I think we are on the extreme side where people don't want to work. It's very hard to find hardworking, intelligent, good people. You can find hardworking. Very rare I find like talented, hardworking people. In America, it's still a lot of hardworking people and smart. And I work with 2, 3 of them today. I was speaking to them in the afternoon. They are so brilliant, but you cannot expect that kind of intelligence in this part of the world where I'm sitting. Here is a lot of kachara. Sometimes I get tired here. It's taxing to deal with the idiots in life. Thank you. I'm trying my best to bring people to that level, or it depends if really some people wants to have that kind of a life. My life is not very usual, right? So it's a very abnormal life. So I don't know how many people really want to have such an abnormal life. IT depends. You know, I'm never. I always. You're gonna make more money in a QQQ or a technology stock, 30%, 28%. But it also comes with some challenges that you have to invest for long term, because if you invest last time when the 2000 stock market crash, it didn't recover for 16 years, right? It can take a long, long time before you recover. So yes, you can invest in QQQ or stock or NASDAQ or something, but you need to be mindful that you are investing for 30 years and you keep investing and you believe that it's going to come back. On the other hand, real estate is a tangible asset. It can go worst case scenario 35% below if you buy in like a Dubai or London and New York or some good place, unless that place, you're not buying in Afghanistan or Pakistan or India or some place which can be, because of some, like there is no insurance and the governments are not strong and all those kind of stuff. So if you buy something, piece of land in London, Dubai, New York, or some top cities, you can always believe that has its more retainability of the value than stock market. There is a one stock I invested a lot. It's 90% down now. 90%, okay? 90%, because they cooked the book. It looks wonderful on the outside, but it wasn't. Now, unless somebody, and of course, that accounting firm could bankrupt and anything, but it's not going to recover my money, right? So you always have to be very, very careful. If it's too good to be true, it is too good to be true. No matter how much you due diligence you do and you look at these earning reports and everything, unless you have your own secret agency which can verify everything, it's not worth it. That's why I tell you, the things I tell you or share with you guys is always there is a reason behind it. Why I tell you buy QQQ and nothing else? Because there is a reason. I paid the price. I paid in millions, so you guys don't have to pay. Parents tell you something because they've gone through that pain and they want you to not feel the pain, okay? And that's why anybody who's a real mentor and really trying to help you, gone through from the pain. And sometimes I don't share that pain or don't share you why I'm telling you something, but there is always a reason why I tell you not to do. No matter how smart you are, some companies gonna publish wrong data. Sometimes you're gonna have like wrong people on the side. You cannot trust in this environment in certain things. I don't have any mentor. I never had a mentor. I read a lot of books. I listened a lot of Brian Tracy, many other people. Now, everybody has some level of influence on me. Whether even, I mean, Tony Robbins, I don't consider him, my influencer, but I like one thing about his. He says your action is going to determine your lifestyle, right? I mean, life outcome of your life. So every single, even some people, I don't like them for whatever reason, whether, I think they're not being sincere or something. I still take the very good thing what they say. He says that your action determine your destiny, right? So at the moment of your no, you're at the moment of your decision, the destinies are shaped, right? So I still learn from those people, and they still influence my life every single day. Not one person could influence everything. No one is perfect in this life, right? Brian Tracy, I like him, respect him, he's sincere, but not everything Brian Tracy tells me applicable to me. Not because he's not telling me the truth or he's not telling me something good, just because he's in a different state of mind. He's in a different place. He grew up differently. He has different belief system, Christianity and whatever. I have different challenges. So certain his thing doesn't applicable to my life. So I have a lot of virtual mentor. Everybody who I read the book is my mentor some way one. But somebody taught me to do this, this. No, nobody. We were not that fortunate that people were not willing to give that much time and effort and energy when we were growing up. There was no YouTube, and there was no Facebook, there was nothing. I didn't have any family member who can help me to understand certain complex issues. I had nobody, so I have to grow up myself. The greatest gift in my life is the family member, my parent. I'm very grateful that, you know, anything else is just okay, but, I'm very, very grateful. I have very loving family members, and especially my mom and dad, and, mother and father is the greatest blessing of life. Uh, Arslan is very, very hard to find genuine. Anjan Bhai is really great human being. I met him. He came here in Dubai. He's gem of a human being. And he's very logical thinker. If you see how he explains certain things, so it's very hard to find these kind of people. Are not Anjan Bhai or people like him who are really realistic and caring, and very hard to find these people. Okay, if you are talking the same Anjambai, which I'm from England, I'm not sure if you are talking. It's very hard to find those people who are selfless, who are not manipulative, who are not taking advantage of you or something else. Those are very hard to find, and they are very few. And there are some, but they are not on social media. um, I know so many great people, but they're not on social media, because social media, how many abuse you have to. Anytime you try to share something, there is a lot of, silly people. They make so many noise, and you know, so you have to have a very thin skin to go through from these people, right? So you have to deal with a lot of idiots if uh, you become visible on the social media. So it's very hard, but you can find them. If you become good, you will find good people in your life. Okay, um, there are people you can meet, and you will find good people. Good night. Thank you for joining, everyone. Anybody is going to sleep, good night. Yes, it could, but it's not going to save. As a nation, no nation can adopt another nation's currency. That's not the solution. The solution is to be more productive and produce more than consume. The problem is population is out of control in Pakistan, and incompetence is out of control in Pakistan, and incompetence breed poverty. The problem of nation, nobody wants to fix it. Pakistan has really two problems. One is population problem, which they cannot talk, they cannot fix. The second is incompetence problem. There are people who are not competent. They are not, and unless they solve this problem, this nation is never going to come back. And other countries' currency cannot save any nation. Okay, and it's just not doable. We can dream all you want, but it's just not possible. So what's possible is to have a family planning and educate people, and they produce more than they. I told many times, it's the problem. Pakistani problem is not economics. It's not economical problem. It's the lawlessness. It's the incompetence. Is million other things. But economics is not the real problem of Pakistan. Um, if you look at Vikas, if you're doing multiple things, great. Now, can you do different things? And you can look at. No, I'm gonna miss his name. There is a movie, Da Vinci is on him. Ronaldo. Arla, this Italian philosopher Da Vinci, the last name Da Vinci. Look at that guy. He was doing 50 things, and everything he was great. So some people are God gifted or talent gifted. They really, really can do many things. And if you are one of those talented human being, maybe you can do all the things. But if I was on you, what I would do, I'm doing great as a brand on Amazon. So what I will do, I will do brand on Amazon. I will skip learning about stock market and just learn how to invest in QQQ, and that's it. Simple. I eliminate learning stock because you're not going to be hedge fund manager, or if that's not your earn money passively from Amazon, and I will focus on doctor, and I will do passive income investment in a stock. ETF, single ETF, QQQ, and that's it. I will not do anything more, right? So you have three things. You run a business, Amazon, which produce passive income. You have real passive investment in QQQ. And if you're a doctor, keep going. At least you are helping other human beings. You could one day could be a senior level doctor. You can really help humanity. You can invent something. Maybe you can make something which you can sell on being a doctor, vitamins, something which you can sell on Amazon. You can multiply your medical experience into Amazon, do something on those lines. But investment, I will do completely passive. I won't try to learn so much. Just open up account, keep spending, investing the money for next 30 years, and you don't really no need to learn anything. And if you have enough funds, you can hire, investment firm. They can do portfolio for you. You really no need to learn something. It's good to learn enough to understand what's the difference, and then let expert. Like if I try to be a doctor and I try to do self-medication, that will be a stupid thing to do, right? If you know someone who can do investment on your behalf and he's professional investor, you should let him do that, because you just need to learn the basics understanding about certain things and then do it. Again, this is what I will do if I were at your place. I will focus on medicine. I will become a better doctor. I will, instead of spending time on trying to learn so many things, and I will do Amazon passively, and I will invest in QQQ. You can ask any question. If I know anything, I will help. I think Anyamba is in my Facebook account, so I can free Facebook. Let me see if I can share Anyamba's. Okay. Yeah, Anjam Sohail, yes. So Anjambai, I think I'm following Anjambai. So let me see. There is Mirza Ali also. He's also very nice human being. You should, if Anjam. This is the Anjambai. Let me share the screen. And if you want to learn business, there is another person, is gem of a human being, is this Mirza Ali. He shares a lot of information. He's a nice guy. You can follow him and learn something. Who else I can recommend you from? Rest of the people you already know probably. Okay, this is Ray Dalio. Okay, if you don't listen to this man, you have something really wrong with you. Listen to this human being. This is probably one of the best logical thinker, and he's the greatest human being ever. Another person you should listen to, this Brian Tracy. Another person you should listen to, this guy Robert Greene. Yeah, this guy. This is, I consider, one of the person who's really helped me to understand a lot of ideas. And another person, this Robert Greene. You can learn a lot of things out of this guy also. Okay. And another person you should. Okay, this is not my real channel, so I don't know. It's okay. Anybody who's always say they cannot find me, do this, okay? And this, see 101 videos, right? This will show up, and that's it. You can follow me here, okay? Now this is my new. I made a couple of videos today on TikTok on the short one I was trying. Anyway, what You should listen to him also, Daniel Khan. This is a great guy, okay? You can learn a lot of things from him. And who else you should watch? Jim Rohn. I think there is this guy. This is considered the father of motivation, okay? He's the man who introduced actually real motivation and everything. This guy. I don't know if he has his own channel or not, but look into him. Rest of the people, everyone is just copying him. He's not. Many people are not real. I mean, they are just listen to him and make up his own stories. And you're welcome. I guess I should end and go home and get some sleep. It's a weekend. I still have to work tomorrow. If you guys can listen to Brian Tracy, he's really amazing. I don't know if you can listen to Brian Tracy and not be a multimillionaire in a couple of years. Anyway, let's see. Okay. So going forward, even if we do live on YouTube, it will not be Facebook. It will not be available on Facebook. It will be always available on YouTube. You can search and you can think, right? And I should end. I'm really tired, right? You can hear from my voice probably. I have a lot of things to do tomorrow morning. I have to come early. And wish you all the best, all of you. You're really living in a very good time in life. So take full advantage of YouTube and the people who are sharing their knowledge, and learn as much as you can and achieve the best out of life. Okay. Thank you. Good night. Yeah, I will. I wrote it down. I will try. Just write in the comments also, please. I will try to make presentation and then we'll go over.